next thing we're going to talk about is some of the software and some of the products that are available to help you run your office kind of more efficiently. Now, this video could have been put a little bit more in running the business, but I thought it was important to go ahead and talk about it now since we're already doing the office stuff and sales team and things like that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is we're talking about CRMs. We're going to talk about Company Cam, and then we're going to talk about aerial measurements that are available. Okay, so what is a CRM? That is a customer, hold on, I always mess this up. Customer relationship management. I always just call it a CRM tool. Customer relationship management. Okay, so what a CRM tool is basically just a database that you're going to be able to use for your office staff and your salespeople. What this is going to help you streamline your sales, help you streamline your leads that come in, your fulfillment for your jobs, when the projects are due, your customer names, all the things that you could possibly think of. And when it comes to the sales process and then the fulfillment of the job and then billing afterwards is all done in a CRM. And there's basically two main CRMs in the roofing industry. One is JobNimbus, which is what we've used in the past, and the other one is AccuLynx. I think of JobNimbus kind of like an iPhone. They're easy to use, it's easy interface. Most people can just pick it up and start using it. It is customizable. We did a lot of customization on our JobNimbus, but AccuLynx I think is more like Android. It's got a little bit more features. You can customize it even more, but to me, it's a little bit harder to use. That was my personal thought of it. I got demoed both products. We went ahead and went with JobNimbus, but I've heard a lot of people had tons of success with AccuLynx, and it's pretty inexpensive too. I don't know what AccuLynx costs now. JobNimbus, when we first started, I think was like $25 per user per month. So if you build out a big sales team right away, that is a pretty big expense, but we just had one account that we started with. And guys, I really recommend, unless you got a big sales team, just have one account and have everyone just log into that one account. If your sales team ends up building out and you need additional users, you can add more people in, but at first I would just do one user, whether you do AccuLynx or you do JobNimbus. I will bring this up really quick before we get into the aerial measurements. One of the coolest tools that I've seen in the roofing industry in general was Company Cam. Company Cam is an add-on feature that I think it's standalone. I think it's a standalone feature, but it's also an integrated function that you can use for both AccuLynx and for JobNimbus. And basically what Company Cam does is helps you take pictures on job site, especially if you're going to be doing storm restoration work and you're wanting to get a lot of pictures and stuff like that for your documentation for your insurance claims. Gosh, I can tell you, like Company Cam saved our asses in a bunch of situations where, because you can take pictures, you can make notes on them right away. It integrates directly into JobNimbus. I think it's just easier to upload your photos from when you're taking them out on the job site directly into Company Cam, which automatically puts it into JobNimbus or AccuLynx. You're not going to have thousands of roofing pictures saved. I'm telling you, saved on your iPhone. I was meant to say, I'm telling you, even this day, I guarantee you, if I look in my cell phone right now, I would have pictures of roofs on there that I thought, and this is from years ago. And it just saves you from having your entire cell phone just clogged with pictures of roofs. And you can also make notes, you can make arrows. There's some really cool stuff you can do on Company Cam. You can do measurements on there. I'm not telling you, I'm not getting plugged for doing Company Cam and getting paid for that. I just think it's a great product, okay? Same way with JobNimbus. I just thought it was a really good tool. We don't use that now just because, again, JobNimbus is great for if you do a lot of customers. If you got a lot of residential that you're doing, or residential and commercial. We focus on bigger projects, and we're going to get on to that later about actually running the business and what we recommend you do in the future. But if you are doing a lot of residential and you've got a lot of clients, having a CRM tool is just vitally necessary. Something we screwed up was right when we first started, we used Google Drive for everything. So we would put all of our contracts and take pictures and all upload them to Google Drive. And then we had a Google Drive for the business that everybody had access to. And it worked very just okay. Nothing worse, nothing better. It was just not a great way of doing it. It was good, just not great. Okay. I strongly recommend just going ahead and getting a CRM tool if you're going to have a lot of customers, and if you are going to have a sales team, I would recommend getting one of the two, JobNimbus or AccuLynx. Okay. So this kind of comes with running the business, I guess, but this is just kind of part of it now. Guys, don't ever get up and measure a roof anymore with, just don't. I'm not even gonna do a video about it. I'm not gonna show you how to measure a roof, okay? There's management software out there. The one I use the most is one on my iPhone. It's called Planimeter. It's free. Once you measure out the ground square footage of a roof, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video about this. Maybe I will. Or Google Earth. If you get the ground square footage, there's all you do is go to roofing calculator or just Google roofing calculator. You can put in your ground square footage of a roof. You can put in the pitch. You can put in the the waste factor that you think it's going to be, and you can figure this stuff out and get your own measurement. There's also a lot of tools that are relatively inexpensive. I think for a detailed report on Eagle View and Roof Scope, which is the two that I use the most, the paid aerial measurement services. You know what? Let me back up a little bit. There's two ways of getting aerial measurements. There's free and then there's paid. You can use Planimeter or Google Earth, and then there's a host of different ways. There's iRoofing, there's Hover, I think, with GAF is what that one is. The two I use the most, again, I'm not getting plugged, I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff. I use Roof Scope and I use Eagle View. Those are the two that I use the most. So you can do it free with Google Earth or Planimeter. You do the math. This video isn't on how to do all that stuff. This video is just to say that they exist. You get aerial measurements without having to pull out a piece of paper and climb up on a roof. Don't do that, guys. Just don't. Guys and gals, if there's gals out there, don't do it. Okay? Or you can pay for an aerial measurement. I think Roof Scope, regular Roof Scope, which is the detailed report, and Eagle View, they're both like $40 for residential. I think it's like 80 to 100 for commercial. I mean, multiple buildings are going to cost even more, but I mean, the time and the danger that you're saving from it's just worth it. And then plus you get a detailed report and you can email it and upload it to your CRM tool. And then they have like basic reports that's just going to give you like the basic square count and pitch of the roof is like, I don't know, like $17. It's really inexpensive. Okay. So just know those tools are available. Guys, use aerial measurement. You can just Google aerial measurement roof. Again, get in some of these Facebook groups, ask people what they're using. Just don't measure roofs on your own. The last tool that I meant to tell you to use is Pitch Gauge. Okay, Pitch Gauge is an app that you can download on your Android or iPhone that literally you download it and then you can use, if you have to climb up on a roof to get a pitch on it, you just sit your phone down first on a flat surface, you calibrate it, and then you put it on a roof. We got these videos on our YouTube channel, by the way. Just go to our YouTube channel, Digital Roofing Innovations, and look up how to get a pitch of a roof, and you're gonna find, I've got like 2 or 3 videos on how to do it. But one specifically is showing you how to use Pitch Gauge. So you just put your phone on there and it'll give you your pitch. It's in the ballpark, okay? Just do that.